Yo, what's good, YouTube? What's up, PlayStation Nation? It is your boy JayBari, back with another episode of the JayBari Show. Just my 2 cents. Episode 25. I don't know what the hell's going on outside. I don't know what the hell's going on outside, but there's some fire trucks going on. I don't know what is going on. People are barbecuing. They don't know how to barbecue. They flipping burgers. The burger is on fire. They throwing it in there. I don't know what the hell is going on. But yo, yeah, man, it's been a long time. It's been a long time since I did a podcast. It's been a long time since I did a JayBari Show. About like about a month and a half now since I've done a show. And yeah, man, just was tired a little bit from doing podcasts and stuff like that. So just took a little break of just doing podcasts in general. I didn't want to do any podcasts, my own podcast, being on the guest. I didn't want to do any of that. I just wanted to chill, come home, play some games, and just worry about things that I had to do. Because I was a little sick and tired of, just constantly just talking about the games and stuff like that, where, it's hindering and taking away from me playing them. And I just had to basically re-energize myself or isolate myself a little bit from the gaming community, because I felt like we kind of did lose our essence. We lost our purpose of what the gaming community was. I know everybody's definition and everybody's reasonings on YouTube is different, but in my opinion, I felt like we lost that edge of what we are a gaming community for. You know what I mean? And that's why I went on the whole tirade of just uploading gameplay to my channel, and it proved what I was trying to say, that people in the gaming community don't care about the fucking gameplay. You know what I mean? I'm putting up boss fights, I'm putting up fights and fighting game, everything. Gaming. If I put up a podcast, or if I'm a guest on a podcast, it's a different story. I think podcasting is what the gaming community has become now, instead of the gaming aspect. Not saying everybody has done that. I don't think it's everybody, but it's a lot of people. But yo, the almighty Spartan God, Wagwan Brethren, Messiah. Yo, Andrew Wilkins, what's good, man? Yo, shout out to Andrew Wilkins, man. Huge supporter of the online arcade. He recently won the Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle digital code. It was very hard finding that digital code. So, to send in the $50 PSN card. But big shout out to my man Andrew Wilkins, man. PS4 Spider-Man console is a fail. Come up with a better design. They should have had it red and black with blue in between the layers. Spider-Man face, metallic laser webbing. I don't think it's a fail at all. I think that console is sexy as hell, and it is pre-order. But hey, man, they can't please everybody. Yo, you know how much that would have cost? Yeah, that would have cost mad bread. Like, that'd have been crazy. But yo, Vic, what's good, man? My man True Wave in the building. You know what I mean? What is good, man? What is good? But yo, yeah, man, this is the JayBari Show. Just my 2 cents. This is episode 25. You know what I mean? 25 episodes of this podcast. I think this started last year. Last year around this time, actually, it started. And we had 25 episodes. That's how consistent this show has been. You know what I mean? But nah, man, man, we got a lot of things to talk about, man, in this episode. I feel like there's a lot of gaming news. I'm not going to talk about everything gaming news-wise. I don't know why everybody keeps saying that, like, gaming news is dry and stuff like that. You just look at the article. There's a lot of gaming news. It's just, do you want to talk about that? That's where I think where people confuse and misconstrue dryness with, do you actually just want to talk about it? You know what I mean? But there's a tons of like gaming news and stuff like that. Yo, Baltimore's MVP, what's good, man? What is goody in the hoodie? Definitely appreciate y'all coming through, man. It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute. Yo, I've lost about I think I lost about like 25 subscribers since I haven't done a podcast. They were like, what? They're like, what? This guy's uploading just gameplay? Oh, hell no. I'm out of here. Well, yeah, man. Definitely appreciate everybody that do stay in here. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff to talk about, man. We got some gaming stuff to talk about. We got some a topic from like a podcast that I was talking about with Erica Cuts for the Win. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about this Xbox Scarlett thing. We're going to be talking about, is 2018 dry season for gaming? You know what I mean? We're going to be talking about that as well, man. And by the way, I'm a type of person like, I will watch, people's, podcasts and stuff like that, but I won't be disrespectful. You know what I mean? My comments on Twitter was not to be disrespecting Erica Cuts for the Win. And the only reason why I didn't at Erica, because honestly, I didn't remember her Twitter handle at the time when I was writing this. I'm putting at and I'm putting Erica, I'm putting at and I'm putting Cuts. I'm putting a whole bunch of stuff in there. But I was like, nothing was popping up as far as her name. So I was just like, fuck it, let me just put Erica. I know people will always say, oh, he didn't at you. Stop being a little punk. He didn't at you. Listen. When in this gaming community has anybody have to say, JayBari is scared to at somebody or directly talk to somebody in this gaming community? You know what I mean? First, we got to analyze. People got to think before they try to do stuff. Analyze who's the person that's tweeting, right? Then assess it, calculate it. Like, oh, this is JayBari. I know he probably didn't. He probably forgot her handle. I'm not scared to at Erica Wins. I'm not even trying to disrespect Erica Wins. Some of you guys, y'all going on my tweet and calling the girl an idiot and all that stuff. That is unnecessary. That's not my purpose of addressing what she was saying in her podcast. First of all, go and watch her podcast that she had before you guys jump on my my thought pattern. And then we can go from there. But T-Man Food, what is good, man? RD Vania, what is good? I know you changing your name to whatever El Matador, but I'm calling you Vania. I know the real RD Vania in the building, man. But yeah, like my tweets is never to like disrespect anybody unless they come at me like sideways. So I don't know why people calling her idiot and all that stuff. Like I'm like, what the hell am I doing? Should I even tweet this person or what I mean? Imagine if I added her and people was saying that stuff. That's crazy, man. Some of y'all need to relax a little bit, man. Relax. Calm it down a little bit, guys. This is just video games, man. We can have a difference of opinions here and still be respectful to the people. But, I definitely have a difference of opinion. We're going to be talking about that a little bit later. But, we got to talk about this Spider-Man. We got to talk about Spider-Man before I get into this Xbox Scarlett because I'm going to rip this shit a new one. I'm going to, the hypocrisy that I'm seeing, I'm going to rip that a new one too. Trust me, don't go anywhere. It's going to be a movie out here in these gaming streets on the JayBari Show. Just my 2 cents, episode 25. Because let me get into this Spider-Man, man. Let me get to this damn Spider-Man because this Spider-Man has people going crazy. This Spider-Man had people going bananas. Before we get into the console and all that stuff, the game. I want to talk about the game real quick. Super hype. This is one of my most anticipated games to come out this year. I had like about 5 anticipated games to come out this year. Like really on the hype level, like like JayBari hype going crazy, movie respect gaming type hype, you know what I mean? Ni no Kuni 2, God of War, Spider-Man, Dragon Quest 11, and if Kingdom Hearts would have came out, 2018, like they said they was gonna come out 2018. Square Enix, I read your reports. I read your financial reports. You had Kingdom Hearts 3 slated for 2018. What's cool? Coming out 2019, early 2019 is cool. So those were like the 5 games that it doesn't matter what game came out. Those were like the 5 I was going to be super hyped for. Now that Kingdom Hearts didn't make the cut, definitely it's Black Ops 4. You know what I mean? For, as much as I have my worries about Black Ops 4, I'm super excited for Black Ops 4. You know what I mean? Now that Kingdom Hearts is out the mix, right? So those are like the 5 games right there that I'm like, doesn't matter when these games come out, I'm shutting everything down. And as you can see in April, April, I took vacation like it was nothing. Vacation, sick time. You know what I mean? To play God of War and Ni no Kuni 2. By the way, both are, heavily contended for my personal game of the year. More so leaning towards Ni no Kuni 2 because, I love that game personally. And I felt like game was just legitly a fun-ass game. God of War as well. If God of War win it, I'm not even upset. God of War was an amazing game. But Ni no Kuni 2, man, I love that game to death. You know what I mean? Spider-Man might be the best superhero games in my opinion. Batman Arkham's Holden Knight. Yeah, the Arkham Knight games definitely held that candle as far as the best superhero games. That and Infamous, in my opinion. Infamous, I know, is not like a comic book superhero, but it is a superhero type game, and I always have fun playing the Infamous games, traversing the world and the powers and all that stuff. But Spider-Man games been like hit and miss. For me, some of them been good, some of them have been bad. The last Spider-Man game, the Amazing Spider-Man 2, it wasn't a bad game, but the story of the game was just like all over the place. Some of the combat can be a little bit wonky, but the web slinging and everything about that game is top notch. The web slinging and all that was very good. The wall climbing could have been a little bit better, and the wall running could have been a little better. This Spider-Man game looked a little bit more fluid, and everything that the Amazing Spider-Man 2 was doing, or all the Spider-Man games were doing. I think that E3 trailer that they shown, when all them breaking out of prison and all that stuff, that was like the best trailer to show because it basically showed everything that you would be doing as Spider-Man. It showed the web slinging, it showed the combat, it just showed everything like fluid. Everybody was like so hesitant on the Spider-Man game, the first E3 showing, because it was like, why is so much QTEs in this where you're swinging and all, even though that was like a certain sequence in the game. But this one, it just showed you swinging, you was dodging, your spider sense was tingling, everything was going, you fighting against the Sinister Six, the new Sinister Six in there. And it was just amazing, man. It was just amazing. This game right here, Michi, what's good, man? What is good, Michi? This game right here, man, have me so hyped. It's not even funny, man, because I was avoiding watching the new trailer, the new story trailer, because like I'm a type of person when I'm really hyped for a game, I don't want to go into it knowing everything. So I want some mystery about the game. So that's why I was hesitant on watching the story trailer. And then I cracked. I was like, you know what? Let me watch this joint. Sitting down, watching the trailer. And I'm like, oh, Silver Sable. I'm like, what the? They putting Silver Sable in the game? What the hell is going on? They actually show not Harry Osborn, Norman Osborn in there. They showed a little snippet of Mary Jane, and you can see a little brief sneaking mission right there. Giving you a little bit more depth on the story. Like, but at the end of the day, they showed Silver Sable in that trailer, and I was like, yo, a lot of people don't even know who this character is. It was the character is, but yo, the most notable thing Silver Saber was in a comic series called Shadowland. If you guys didn't watch if you didn't read Shadowland, go ahead and read Shadowland. That brought together like mad characters: Daredevil, Punisher, Spider-Man. It was an event in New York City, and the reason why I brought up Shadowland is because the costume that she's wearing, like her outfit that she's wearing, it's very reminiscent to the Shadowland outfit that she was wearing. To the Shadowland outfit that she's wearing. The only thing that was different is that she had her sleeves up in this game, where this one, she didn't have her sleeves up. And yo, I remember the first E3 trailer that we saw for Spider-Man. I was always questioning. If you guys look back and watch whatever my opinions or impressions on the E3, I was always saying that I think the Spider-Man universe is in the Ultimate Universe. You know what I mean? Because you have Miles Morales that's chilling out here. You know what I mean? And obviously, Miles Morales is going to be the predecessor of or the successor, the new Spider-Man. But in the Ultimate Universe, right? And only in the Ultimate Universe, you had Miles Morales and Peter Parker, same unisons, right? That's where you have the and then they broke it off a little bit when Peter Parker died and Norman Osborn took over, and not Norman Osborn, Dr. Octavius took over, and he was the superior Spider-Man, and then Peter Parker came back, and then Peter Parker was like, what the fuck is going on? I have all these riches, and you know what I mean? I got a company and all that now, you know what I mean? That's the new Amazing Spider-Man, if you guys didn't read that. I think that started up in like 2014, and it's still going now, where Peter Parker's not broke anymore, you know what I mean? But yeah, I feel like they take it. I think it's going to be in the Ultimate Universe, bro. And then, probably like in the third one, you're going to see like Miles Morales get his Spider-Man abilities and all that shit. But I'm liking where the story's going in this game, man. I think it's going to be a good story. That's the difference of all the Spider-Mans games that have to come out. Not all of them, but the recent ones to come out is that, yeah, the action and stuff is cool. You're playing as Spider-Man, but was it really like a story to ride home about? You know what I mean? I feel like this one is going to be that defining moment Spider-Man game. Not because it's on a PlayStation 4. Everybody always, you only talking like that because I play. Nah, I'm honestly really a huge Spider-Man fan. I'm not out here just saying I'm just a Spider-Man fan. If you guys have been in party chats and you actually sit down and want to talk about Spider-Man comics, you will actually know I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. Like, this is what I do. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's why the JayBari Show is back right now, because with great power comes great responsibility. And I feel like, I left my duties doing podcasts, and look at the shit that's being said now. Let me chill, before I get in trouble out here. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, JayBari! Oh my God, JayBari! You talking about this person? You know what I mean? Let me relax out here. Let me relax. 1 second. I need to see the chat. But yeah, so yeah, Spider-Man, super excited for that. But I'm also super excited for the Spider-Man bundle. Yes, I know the image look a little stretched. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, all right? But the Spider-Man bundle, I know people have been hit and miss about this. More people on the hit side than the miss side. But I feel like if you are on the miss side of this bundle, you are crazy. That's just my opinion, right? That's just my opinion. I feel like if you are on the miss side, like, you don't think this console is hot, you don't think this console is good, you are crazy. Because they displaying the white Spider-Man symbol. You know what I mean? This is an iconic symbol, right? The Spider-Man symbol. But in this game, what's the difference? Oh, it's the white Spider-Man symbol. Boom, slap it right there in the console. Yo, the in-person pictures look so dope for this console. Like, I like the shininess of the console. Yeah, you know what I mean? I don't want it to be matted. I don't want to have some, crazy finish. I like the shininess, because when you put that shininess on your display, or you put that, in your entertainment set, that shit gonna shimmer. You know what I mean? It's like, ooh, you know what I mean? People worrying about dust. Clean your shit. Hey, yo, heads heads up, people. Dust gets on matted consoles. It gets on shiny, glossy it gets on any console. If you don't clean your shit, I don't understand. Yo, I'm hearing people with the craziest excuses. Like, yo, I don't like it. It should have been matted. You know what I mean? Now it's gonna be. You're gonna see fingerprints in red, huh? In this red finish, you're gonna see fingerprints. Stop it, man. You know what I mean? If it was matted, you probably see a fingerprint. You see fingerprints on everything, people. Dust gets on everything. It doesn't matter what type of material you are using on a console, dust will get on it if you don't clean it. Yo, people was talking about dust like, you know what I mean? Like, these people don't clean their entertainment system. They said, yo, I clean my stuff like 2 times in a week. You know, where I'm just dusting and I'm spraying Windex on the glass and I'm spraying, you know, I use Fantastic and then paper towel and I'm wiping my stuff down. I do that twice a week when it comes to, especially in this room, the entertainment that I have set up here. You know what I mean? Gaming wise. You know what I mean? People are talking. People are talking like, yo, they don't clean their stuff, bruh. Just clean your shit. Yo, Sick, what is good, man? What is good? Yo, Michi, hashtag clean your shit. I've never seen this in my lifetime. Yo, gamers is complaining about dust on a console because of the material. Clean your shit. It's plain and simple. You know what I mean? Don't you have a Swiffer duster? Don't you have one? You know what I mean? Just clean your stuff. It's plain. It's simple. You know what I mean? Oh, but you know, fingerprints are going. Who touches their console like that? Unless when you clean it, who touches it? You know what I mean? Are you handling? Are you manhandling your console every day? You know what I mean? Are you carrying it with you? Are you picking it up? But yeah, fingerprints are going to get on the glossy finish. Like, what are we talking about now, man? What are we talking about now? Yo, RD, what's good, man? What is good? Yo, same. I clean my stuff as well. Exactly. Yo, Silver Sky, what is good? I'll wait till my balls are sweaty just to teabag the console until it's spotless. Yo, it's the craziest. Like, yo, people don't think before they tweet. You know what I mean? We need to hashtag that as well. Think before you tweet, because I've seen the craziest things happen. It's always the PlayStation bundles too, man. You know what I mean? People was like, yo, but it's too simple. Why are they doing this? You know, it could have been this, it could have been that. Why is it all red? Same people wasn't complaining about the Forza bundle. You know what I mean? The Forza bundle, yo, in my opinion, for the Xbox consoles, the Forza bundle was like the best one to me, right? Because it was simplistic. You know what I mean? It was that all blue finish, right? With the blue controller. You know what I mean? I think it had like a different kind of line, and I don't know if it had a line, but it was dope. You know what I mean? It was dope. The Halo one was good too. You know what I mean? The Halo one didn't have too much, you know, glossy. You know, it didn't have too much designs and all that bullshit on it. It was pretty simplistic. You know what I mean? My favorite of the PS bundles was the Batman joint. I thought the Uncharted one was cool too. The God of War one is cool, but like God of War, I would never buy that one because it does have too much going for the design. I understand that they want to put the axe there, but the axe is not like before you got that console. The axe wasn't like the iconic weapon for Kratos. It was the Blaze of Chaos, right? But you had to play the game to know, like, oh, I see the significance of them having the axe on there. With this console right there, everybody knows the Spider-Man symbol. You know what I mean? This has an iconic symbol right there on it. I don't want webbing. I don't want all that bullshit on there. You know what I mean? I don't want it. I can understand a little bit blue in there, but yo, they have the blue lights going there. You know what I mean? Even with a controller. I remember when the leak for this specific bundle came out. I was like, yo, I don't even want all that blue on the controller. I don't want all that design of Spider-Man symbol and put Spider-Man on the touchpad. I don't want none of that. Give me a plain ass controller, red, white buttons. What they did, they put the red, white buttons with the red accents for the PlayStation symbol. Perfect for me. You got the blue light, that's your blue right there. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Yo, Xbox does win the custom consoles. I'm not negating that. I'm not negating that at all. I've said that many times. I don't think PlayStation have hit home with all their custom bundles, but like as a Spider-Man fan, this is perfect for me. Like it's nothing too crazy. Spider-Man symbol, the new Spider-Man symbol, the white, perfect. I know what they're going for. You know what I mean? They're pushing the red and they're pushing the white symbol. Boom. That's all I need. That is all I need. I'm good with that. So that's why this is pre-ordered here, and I can't wait. This is gonna be like a decoration tool for me. You know what I mean? I'm getting the stand. I don't even have the vertical stand. I'm getting the stand for this joint, and I'm just slapping that joint. Or I might build like a little, like a little ledge on the wall and hang it up there. I don't know yet, but when September 7th come, I'll make the decision what I want to do there. Most likely, I'll probably go with a stand and have it stand up and have it looking pretty and clean. Not even plugged. It's not even going to be plugged up. It's not even going to be plugged up. Then I'm going to make a video of all my controllers that I have, like collectible controllers and all that shit. You know what I mean? Oh my God, I can't wait, man. Sexy ass bundle. This is a sexy ass bundle. And we got the collector's edition. Yo, they still ain't revealed the collector's edition. Did they reveal the collector's edition? I don't know if I missed that or I got that, because they said they was going to reveal it. They said that they was going to reveal it, later in the summer. And Comic-Con, I guess, was like the perfect way, because they did reveal the last suit, the Velocity suit. Pretty much it was like a new suit that they're introducing for Spider-Man, because I have no recollection of that suit right there. And yeah, it looks dope. I'm a type of person, my first playthrough, I'm not changing no outfits, I'm not changing no suits. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep the original stats. And then in my second playthrough, I'll switch it up and all that stuff. You know what I mean? I'll switch it up. But yeah, man, I'm super excited for this game. I'm super excited for this bundle. I got that pre-ordered. I got the collector's edition pre-ordered. I already got the digital version pre-ordered, where they sent me yesterday. They sent the pin. And by the way, this pin looks amazing. The detail, the coloring on this pin looks hot, man. Like, I have the God of War one. I have this one. Like, that's another thing I gotta bring up when it comes to PlayStation and their incentives to pre-order their exclusive games. It is on point. I wish they did it for like Detroit. If they had something for Detroit as well, that would have been cool as well. Like, I feel like PlayStation should do this for all their exclusive games. Like, yo, you pre-order their games, exclusive games, and you get like a specialized pin or a shirt or something. I think that's dope, man. You're not losing that much. It doesn't cost you that much to make these pins and these shirts. You know what I mean? They're in the gear store. You can get them in the gear store. Give a little incentive there, man. Put that in there, man. You know what I mean? I think that's dope as hell, man. Like Gran Turismo. We got the Gran Turismo sports shirt. You know what I mean? I still have that folded up and all that stuff. I like that, man, because it gives you an incentive to pre-order the game digitally if you're about that digital life. I'm about that digital life. It also would lead you to inclinedly look at the gear store sometimes. You know what I mean? Because I got the Spider-Man pin and the God of War pin. I was like, yo, let me look at this gear store real quick, what they got in there. You know what I mean? I ain't buying nothing from it, but you know what I mean? Some people might. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's a good idea that they're having there, and I think they should do that for all their exclusive games. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about third party and shit. I'm talking about the exclusive games, because obviously it's a PlayStation gear store. You know what I mean? But yo, let's move along, man. Let's move it along, and get to this damn Xbox Scarlett. Let's get to this damn Xbox Scarlett. All right. So yesterday, and also this morning, I'm doing my research on this Xbox Scarlett. I was watching Next Gen video. I was watching Rand's video. I watched Erica Cuts to the Win video. I I watched some other dudes that they were linking in the video as far as the leakers and all that stuff. You know, the Engadgets and the Verge. Well, the Verge, I ain't watched their videos, but you know those people. Linus Tech Tips. I was watching their videos just to so I can gather my thoughts and get a little bit more familiar with what's going on with this Xbox Scarlett thing. That Microsoft is trying to introduce. First of all, these in the leak, they're talking about they're going to have two specific Xbox next gen consoles, right? One is your traditional Xbox console, where it's gonna run your games locally, like a traditional console would, and the other one is gonna be the streaming console, the Xbox Scarlett. And I've seen people say, this is a great idea. This is amazing. This is Microsoft. You guys just know how to do it, don't you? You know what, Microsoft? Microsoft, you guys just know how to do it. First of all, didn't the Scorpio just come out last year? These people is talking about this new generation Xbox. Like, they didn't just come out with a Scorpio last year, or they didn't just buy a Scorpio last year. Like, they are, is the Scorpio that forgetful already? Silver Sky, shout out to Silver Sky right now. Silver Sky, you already know where I'm gonna go. Silver Sky already know where I'm gonna go, because I've seen it. I've seen way too much hypocrisy in this community, and we're going to clean the shit. We're going to clean the shit. Just like you need to clean your systems, your consoles. We're going to clean it up. You know what I mean? But is the Scorpio that forgetful already? You know what I mean? People been giving me, articles, and they be like, Bari, what's your thoughts on PS5? And you know what my response is? I don't want to talk about a PS5 right now. I'm already, look how much games we playing on the PS4. Let's go over to the Xbox side of things. These motherfuckers just bought a Scorpio for $500 like 8 months ago. Is it 8-9 months ago? And already around E3 time, these guys are like, Scarlett, it's gonna be more powerful than the PS5. Streaming, let's stream it up. Let's stream it up, guys. When Microsoft does streaming, they're gonna do streaming the right way. They're gonna do streaming the right way. This reminds me of them same idiots that were like, when Xbox is like, play anywhere, where you can stream your Xbox games to your PC. You remember that? And it was acting like this was new under the sun. They were acting like this. They were acting like this is a new shit. It was like, you know what I mean? This is crazy. Like, I can be playing my Xbox in my living room, and I want to continue. I can go to my laptop and my what it was talking about, the Surface device, and do it in my bedroom, Hey, I'm sitting there like, that's not new, man. PlayStation been pretty much doing that like since like PS3, late PS3. They've been doing that remote play stuff, man. It's not new. What I mean? Then when you hit them with it's not new, and PlayStation been doing, they be like, Xbox is gonna do it better. Tell me, what is the difference between Xbox streaming their games to the PC to PlayStation streaming their games to the Vita TV, to their computers? What is the difference, people? What is the difference? It's the same application that goes towards it. It's cloud streaming. It is cloud streaming. You are taking the game from your console, That's the we can call it the server, and it's pushing it to the streaming device, the Vita, the PS TV, the computer, just like the Xbox to the computer. You know what I mean? When it comes to this cloud gaming stuff, yo, people are acting. Yeah, that's what I said. I said that Spartan. I think it started like late PS3 times. I remember that. You know what I mean? When I had a PSP and it was using a remote play. I was using like a controller, and it was very limited with games though. It was very limited with games as far as what you can remote play to your PSP. It was very limited, and it was kind of pointless because it didn't have the dual sticks. But when that Vita came out, oh boy, and that PS4 came out, oh boy. Yo, Wolflow, what's good, man? What is good, man? Yo, you know what's new? Xbox Scarlett, Microsoft is streaming, planning to stream games. Yeah, let's talk about that for a second, man. Let's talk about this for a second before we get into the Xbox Scarlett and stuff. Let me give you guys a background history of your boy JayBari for a second. You know what I mean? 2014, I got an email. 2014. Was it 2014? Yeah, I think it was 2014. Yeah, it was like January of 2014. I know it was early 2014. It was before Infamous Second Son. I remember that. I got an email saying, yo, you have been selected to join the beta for PlayStation Now for the PS3. Right? For the PS3. And I was like, oh, PS3, okay. PlayStation Now, this is that streaming joint, that Gaikai joint, okay. Trying out PlayStation Now on a PS3, it was one of the worst experiences of my life. It was very limited games that they had on there. At the time, I think they had two games really streamed. I think it was like the Sky Out streaming, and I forgot what else, where you didn't have to pay for them. It was like a free access to it. And then later on in the year, they brought it to the PS4. And then when they brought it to the PS4, it still had limited games that you could just do for free. But then they introduced the whole tier, or not the prices for streaming the game, where it was individual prices. So each game, it can range from like 99 cents to like almost like $30 to stream a game, but they gave you the time. So if you did it for like 99 cents, you probably had like 6 hours or to a day, depending on the game. Like the most expensive one, like $30, that can range from like 7 days to a month, or it was like most likely a month. It was a month, because 7 days was like in the $15 range or something like that, right? And I remember doing videos talking about the price, and I was like, yo, they need to switch it to a subscription. It would be much better if they did it a subscription. Then I was testing these games and testing PS Now and PS4, and I was like, yo, this joint is running pretty good. You know what I mean? At that time, I didn't have an Elgato. I was just basically, doing it from my cell phone, and I was showing people like the controller, and the game I was actually showing to was like most likely fighting games. Because when King of Fighters was out there, I was getting that game for like a month every time, and I was playing King of Fighters. You know what I mean? I was showing people like, yo, there's a little latency there, but it's not too noticeable with this game right here. And everybody was telling me, oh my God, you're just a Sony fanboy. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Oh my God, fighting games are like the worst ever. You know what I mean? Then when PS Now started going to these events and people start actually, using them, you know what I mean? A lot of people that was actually at these events and talking about it, was like, yo, the latency is you can barely notice it, because that's when Street Fighter 4 came out, the arcade edition and all that stuff was on there, and it was running pretty good, especially from my experience. But on YouTube it's always, oh, streaming games, I ain't about that life. At that time, it was streaming games. I ain't about that life. Oh, the latency is going to be horrible. How could you do that? How could you do this? Sony, you are stupid. This is the dumbest thing in the world. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. PS Now sucks. I didn't play PS Now. Oh, I got a 7-day free trial. Oh, I'm not going to use it. PS Now sucks. I don't want no streaming games. Streaming games is for, Oh my God, you gotta be a Sony fanboy if you want to stream your games. Oh my God, JayBari, what's your thoughts on PS Now? Oh, I thought, my experience with PS Now is pretty good. I've been, streaming these games. I beat Ni no Kuni 2 on it. I beat a whole bunch of games on it. I've been playing Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, Super Edition, the Ultra Edition. I've been playing Guilty Gear on it. Hey, matter of fact, you guys, I just got a capture card and I just put those games on there from PS Now. You can go and watch them if you want. Oh my, JayBari, I'm not trying to watch your shit. I'm not trying to watch your experience on these games. I'm not trying to see how good it was running on your internet. No, I don't want to see none of that. PS Now sucks. You know what I mean? Now let's fast forward to this shit. And I'm watching people say they don't know that the Xbox is gonna do it the right way. I'm hearing people tweeting. This guy was tweeting me this morning, was like, yeah, but Xbox said they figured out a way for low latency. PlayStation said the same thing. Yo, but Xbox, PS Now, you need 5 megabits down, the lowest, the minimum, 5 megabits down for you to stream PS Now games. I remember doing Ni no Kuni 2. I'm not Ni no Kuni 2, Ni no Kuni 1, and I was at a hotel. I took my my PS TV device with me, and I hooked it up, and I was playing Ni no Kuni 1. In this hotel. I think the internet for that hotel was like 20 down, and that junk was running really good, smooth. For me. I'm pretty sure the average person in the U.S. is 20 down. Most people in the U.S., on average, I'm not talking, some people do have bad internet, but most people on average, have about 20 to 25 down, per second, right? There are people going around here. Now they stating that, when it comes to Xbox Scarlett and they streaming games, it's like, Microsoft created a way where it's not dependent on your internet to stream the game. Like, the way how these people making it sound is crazy. Like, this dude was saying, like, with PS Now, if you have horrible bandwidth, it's going to pixelate and all that. So what the fuck you think is going to happen with the Xbox Scarlett when you have horrible bandwidth or you have low internet speed? What do you think is going to happen? They making it seem like this is like some new joint. It doesn't matter what Microsoft does. Streaming a game is always going to be dependent on your internet quality. It does not matter what they be doing on the server side, on their end. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It's always going to be dependent on your internet quality. If you have an internet outage, guess what? You ain't streaming shit. Yeah, that's the excuse that everybody always say. Well, I'm not for streaming games because, what if your internet goes out? If your internet goes out, you're not doing nothing on the internet. Wait, what do you think you're gonna do? You gonna still play if the game is running locally on your PS4 or your Xbox? You know what I mean? You're playing online and your internet go out. What happens? You're not gonna be playing online. You know what I mean? You're gonna get boot off. And you're going to be knocked down into the actual game, and you're going to have to play the single player wise, right? Because you was online, playing the online multiplayer mode or whatever, your internet went out, you got booted out. You know what I mean? That's what happens, people, when your internet go out. It's the most idiotic excuse I've seen. Like, no shit. Of course it's going to happen. Your internet went out. You know what I mean? But the reason why, I made that tweet with Erica, I was watching her podcast, and she was talking about the Scarlett thing and how this is a great idea, and this is good for gaming because she's a gamer, and it's good. Like she's speaking like Microsoft is heading the charge for cloud gaming, for streaming your games to whatever device. You know what I mean? One of my biggest compliments for PS Now was the fact that you could have streamed it to basically all your devices, right? You had it to the PS4, you had it to the PS3, you had it to your TVs, your Sony TVs, your Samsung TVs, you had it to the Vita, you had it to the PS TV, you had it to your PC, you could do it to whatever Sony tablet. Obviously the service has changed now, that's one of my biggest gripes about PS Now, where they limited it, where now you can only stream it to the PS4 and PC, right? And I'm like, yo, so when PlayStation was doing it, it wasn't good for gaming. You know what I mean? As a gamer, you wasn't feeling this. You know what I mean? There's over 650 games right now on PS Now that you can play. I think they changed their services up now, where I think, let me see the pricing on PS Now. Pricing on PS Now. All right, so you have the 7-day free trial. For a month, it's $20. That haven't changed, but the 3 months had changed, because before it was $45 for 3 months. Now they changed it to $30. So that's a promotional thing up till September 25th. And then for the year, you have $100 for the year, but that's a limited offer kind of thing. They do that every year, right? So you have over 650 games on PS Now that you can play, from PS4 to PS3 to PS2 games that you can play. If somebody was so inclined to streaming your games and stuff like that, cloud gaming, you know what I mean? Why wasn't this mentioned, that this is good for gamers, and because you're a gamer, you like this idea? You can stream this on your PC. It's not just limited to your PS4. You know what I mean? You can stream it. Everybody have what? You have a laptop, you have your PC. You can stream those games right here. You know what I mean? We don't know anything about the pricing structure for the Scarlett and their streaming games, but yet it's good for gaming. You know what I mean? Not that I'm saying that it's not good for gaming. I think streaming a game is a very convenient, way of gaming for gamers. I'm not bashing the idea at all. You know what I mean? Obviously, I would love to have my games running locally on the console more than streaming, as much as I praise PS Now. But at the end of the day, it's still a good, viable option for those people that want to do it. You know what I mean? That's my general thoughts. But my thing is, like, when I'm saying that, it's also going to apply to the Scarlett. You know what I mean? I'm not going to bash the Scarlett. However it comes out, if it is running good and all that stuff, I'm not going to bash it. I'm like, yo, that's a good idea for Xbox gamers that want to stream. But that's the thing. These dudes wasn't saying the things that I'm saying about PS Now, how I felt about PS Now before, and how I felt about PS Now now. You know what I mean? They wasn't their tunes, their whole stance was something different. They were saying this is bad for gaming. They don't want gaming going down this way, this tunnel, this route. You know what I mean? They were saying a whole bunch of this stuff. But now Xbox Scarlett is here, or the rumors and leaks. It's good for gaming because you're a gamer. And like I said, I'm not disrespecting nobody out here. I'm just arguing the points that she was saying. I'm not trying to disrespect nobody. I'm not trying to, insult anybody's intelligence and stuff like that. Like I said, I can make my points and not disrespect anybody in a constructive manner. You know what I mean? And I don't have no ill will towards Erica. I think she's cool people, all that stuff. But I just felt like what was being said in that show that she was saying, I was just like, is really that your stance? You know what I mean? Yeah, and the funny thing about the stream that she said, she was like, yo, it's good that Microsoft is like, this is not the verbatim what she said, but this is a summary of what she was saying. It's good that Microsoft was heading the charge of this streaming games. I'm like, what? And Sony should follow suit. And I'm like, what? Sony should follow suit. I'm like, well, what is going on here? Yo, do people realize Sony had 4 years ahead start with PS? Yo, that's what I've been saying. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, yo, PlayStation been doing this since 2014. How is Sony gonna follow suit with that? You know what I mean? What Microsoft is doing with the Xbox Scarlett, from what I was reading and what I was researching, is that there's certain things that they're going to have a console for it. There's certain things that specific console is going to be doing locally on the console, where it's gonna lower the latency of the game. So not lower the latency, but you ain't got to worry about certain things. So with PS Now, everything about PS Now is running in the cloud. As far as how you moving your controller, everything, the game logics, everything is running on the cloud. Nothing is running locally on the actual console for PS Now. It's running through the server. What Microsoft, from what Microsoft I'm here they're doing, the leaks, is that they are going to be, when it comes to the controller aspects of, the controller logics as far as movements and stuff like that, that is going to be running locally on the console. Not a bad idea. Very good idea. You know what I mean? I think that's a smart ass idea to have the actual, because that's one of the biggest things you worry about when it comes to streaming your games, is when you're using your controller. You know what I mean? There's probably like a little delay. You press left on the analog stick. There's always going to be a delay. There's going to be a latency, whether you can notice it or not. There's always a delay. You know what I mean? Having it running on locally on the console, obviously that's going to limit the delay, but the delay is always going to be there regardless on TV, unless you're probably on a monitor. You're going to limit the delay and all that stuff, the latency and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, my point of what people is saying is that, my point is that, you had this stance when PlayStation is doing it, but now all of a sudden it's good because Xbox is doing it. That is hypocritical. They're doing the same shit. You're streaming your games. They're doing the same thing. One is a little bit later than the other, but you're doing the same thing, and you're saying one is good and the other one should be following suit. They're doing the same shit. I don't get it, man. Yo, Frank, what is good, man? Yo, Samuel Walton, what's good? I'm curious what Sony's gonna do next gen. I don't know what Sony's gonna do next gen. More Samuel, I'm more worried. Well, I'm not more worried. I'm more concerned and more inclined to what Sony's doing now. You know what I mean? We got Spider-Man to play. We got The Last of Us to play. Death Stranding to play. Dragon Quest 11 to play, you know what I mean? Days Gone to play, whole bunch of shit to play. I'm not even worrying about PS5 at the moment. You know what I mean? Yo, Enko, what's good? The JayBari Show finally. Yeah, man. It took a little hiatus, but going to be going back to the flow of the podcast, and not as much, but I'm going to be podcasting. What Microsoft needs to do. Microsoft needs to put on the box so there's no input lag. Yeah, so that's what they're doing. They're running the controller logics and whatever like that locally on the actual Scarlett, rather than actually running everything in the cloud to limit the latency of the input lag and all that stuff. So that's basically what's the difference that I'm seeing. But at the end of the day, you're still going to be reliant on your internet. This is the thing I'm seeing people is putting up. They're putting this excuse with PS Now sucks because if your bandwidth is low, you get pixelated games and latency and all that stuff. The same is going to apply with the Scarlett and anything Xbox is going to do. You know what I mean? There's no difference here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same thing going to happen. You know what I mean? If the whole idea of running this locally here and then having everything else in the cloud, how that works is still yet to be shown, because you still don't see it. You know what I mean? PS Now had to be shown. PS Now had to be tested. You know what I mean? Most people, regardless of not what people on YouTube might say, but most people in the gaming industry, people that actually tried out PS Now, the majority have enjoyed their experiences with PS Now. A majority has not even noticed, this latency and this input lag that people on YouTube will say that haven't even tried the shit out. You know what I mean? If you go up and look up PS Now and a lot of these videos from like IGNs and them doing it at these conferences and all that stuff, they will tell you like, oh, this is running pretty good. You know what I mean? Yo, if you're excited for Scarlett and you're excited for streaming on games, it's on Xbox. Hey, that's cool. But what was your thoughts? A couple of years ago, PS Now was it different? Was it different? Hypocritical a little bit, much? You know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, the only reason why I'm bringing up that podcast because I just felt like I thought I was crazy with her saying that PlayStation needs to follow suit. Or PlayStation, whatever Microsoft is doing, like PlayStation should follow suit after, or Microsoft is heading the charge. I was like, what? You know what I mean? If you think it's good for gaming or whatever like that, if your stance changed, cool, whatever. But Microsoft's heading the charge on streaming games, no. Let's cut it out. We got to be factual here. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody. I'm not trying to. I don't felt like I was disrespecting anybody. But I'm just stating my opinion. I felt like that was a wrong statement, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah, I was thinking about getting PS Now before the sales, and I think they're going to end up combining it with PS Plus. Right now, there's a sale for PS Now for the $99 for the year, and you get like a 20% discount for the 3 months, where you get it for $30 instead of $45. But if you haven't tried PS Now yet, you do get a 7-day free trial to try it out. People worried about input lag, but played 30 frames per second on TV. Yeah, you know what I mean. Well, PS Now, you pretty much playing in like 60 frames per second. There's games running streaming 60 frames per second. Like I said, I play a lot of the fighters on PS Now, and I've recorded it playing on PS Now. Most likely people didn't watch it, but I was playing, like I said, I was playing online. I think it was Ultra Street Fighter. It might be Arcade Street Fighter 4 online matches with like one hand too. And I was like, yo, look, it's running fluid. You know what I mean? I'm playing Guilty Gear online through PS Now. You know what I mean? I played Resistance 3. I beat that again through PS Now. You know what I mean? A first-person shooter, first-person shooter through PS Now. Beat the whole game once again through PS Now. You know what I mean? So I can understand the complaints of some people if you have bad internet, but through my experiences with PS Now, I've had a great time. I've had a great time. You know what I mean? Input lag. There's input lag. Some games you do kind of feel it. Like I remember playing God of War Ascension. I was feeling a little bit of input lag there, but it's not like it was detrimental to my whole experience playing the game. You know what I mean? I was still, traveling. I was still progressing through the game. You know what I mean? Yeah, the gaming community definitely don't watch, gaming. Especially if it's something that they're dead set on disagreeing about. I don't really enjoy discussing gaming anymore. Hey, yo, Silver Sky, man, let's do a compilation videos of you trolling your daughters and your family videos. I think you'll be A-okay, man. Yo, Xbox dudes is gonna talk about this nonsense for 2 years now. Kill me, kill me now. Yeah, Xbox Scarlett. Yo, they saying 2020. Like, yo, this is my thing about the whole 2 consoles. For the next gen Xbox, is the other console for the Xbox not gonna have the Scarlett capabilities? Can you not stream games through that Xbox? You know what I mean? Like, yo, it's kind of frivolous to release 2 different consoles in the beginning of the generation. It's kind of pointless. You have one that is a streaming only, and the other one is just like your traditional one. Why don't you know what I mean? Right now, the PS Pro, right? The PS Pro is a traditional console that also could be a streaming device. to stream your games, right? You can use PS Now and stream all. You can play your PS4 game, well, some of the PS4 games on there, PS3 games, PS2 games, right now on your PS Pro. You know what I mean? Yo, like if Sony was to announce like, yo, man, we're gonna come out with with a PS5, we're gonna come out with a traditional PS5 and that's a streaming PS5 where it's only to stream game. I'm like, yo, that is dumb as hell. That is stupid. Why are you gonna do that? You know what I mean? And then people was making this like this is like a new avenue of gaming. The Xbox Scorpio is a new, not Scorpio, Scarlett is a new avenue of gaming. Yo, they had the PS Vita. You can do PS Now. You know what I mean? They had the PS TV. Basically, the PS TV was like my Vita device as well. But yo, I was streaming PS Now through my PS TV. You know what I mean? That cost $30. Yo, we got dudes praising the Scarlett because I think it's going to be $150. The PS TV is $30. You know what I mean? I don't think you can stream it now. But, at the time, it was $30 where you could stream. You get what I'm saying? My bad, man. My bad. Yo, Kirosaki, what's good, man? Definitely appreciate the subscription. Uh, Red Dead Redemption, Death Stranding, Spider-Man, Days Gone, Beyond Good, Evil 2, Anthem, Skull and Bones, Last of Us 2, Resident Evil Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, PlayStation is good. Glad to have one. Yeah, Frank B, like, yo, I don't see the necessity of talking about a PS5 right now. I understand we're getting closer to the end of the generation, but look at all the games that you just listed right there. Those are all coming to the PS4. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, it's too much stuff. It's too much stuff to be even considering talking about a PS5 right now. You know what I mean? Yo, Leova, what's good? I can understand them Xbox dudes talking about fucking Scarlett. You know what I mean? What are they playing? You know what I mean? They're not playing Sea of Thieves no more. They're not playing State of Decay no more. You know what I mean? These guys are waiting for Forza Horizon 4. You know what I mean? Most of them are going to play it on their PC through Game Pass. Is Game Pass even irrelevant now? Because Microsoft keep talking about these user base numbers and everybody equating them as sales. You know what I mean? Their games is up there as far as MPDs. You know what I mean? Are people really using Game Pass like that? Yo, I'm 3 months in Game Pass. I forgot to cancel my subscription. They charged me again for Game Pass. 1 trillion views. Ponies crying over power of the cloud. Xbox win again. Okay. The power of the cloud. Imagine, look at that. We worried about the Scarlett and cloud gaming when we have a game that Microsoft has promised to deliver, the next gen experience with cloud gaming, with full destruction in the cloud. And what is happening with that game? You know what I mean? I don't understand how people are so for Xbox with a Scarlett when they can't even deliver like cloud based stuff with what's the game called again? State of Decay? No, not State of Decay. Crackdown 3. You know what I mean? Crackdown 3 has been delayed after delayed after delayed. They still thinking about delaying this joint because they can't fulfill their promise on the whole multiplayer aspect with the cloud gen technology. But yet, you guys are so reluctant to believe that Microsoft is going to have the superior cloud-based gaming streaming device, while PlayStation has been doing it for 4 years. So, on their 5th to the 6th to the 7th year, PlayStation won't learn anything from it. They will be behind. You know what I mean? Are people people thinking anymore. You know what I mean? This is why I've been saying this for the longest. I just feel like people are just trying to give Microsoft brownie points just cause they're losing the generation. No, it's not about just giving the benefit of the doubt. Man, we got to give Microsoft a win somewhere. You know what I mean? No, you gotta line them up. You gotta line your ducks up. You know what I mean? I'm not giving Microsoft the benefit of the doubt, or I'm not giving Microsoft brownie points for Xbox Scarlett, cloud-based stuff, when it's not even proven what they're doing yet with freaking Crackdown 3. How the hell are you supposed to run the whole game in the cloud when you can't even deliver on Crackdown 3 yet? A game that was introduced to us in 2014 when PlayStation introduced PS Now. But everybody is claiming that PS Now sucks because it's reliant on your internet, but they were excited to play Crackdown 3 online with their friends, fully blazing the crowd destruction with what internet? I thought the bad internet excuse was for PS Now. How is a bad internet gonna do with Crackdown 3 playing online? What the hell is going on here? You know what I'm saying? This joke is getting crazy. We gotta give Microsoft we gotta give Microsoft some kudos, man. They've been losing all generation, and I just feel bad for Microsoft. So I am for Microsoft with Xbox Scarlett. PS Now sucks. PlayStation needs to follow suit with what Microsoft is doing, and Microsoft didn't even show us a video yet. Crackdown 3 didn't deliver on their promises for 4 years yet. But I'm still believing in Microsoft. This is getting crazy, y'all. This is getting crazy. So The Verge had an article here. You know what I mean? So it said Sony developed familiar. I'm reading this dude 1 trillion, yo. This dude 1 trillion having me cracking up. And he said, "Stop yelling, Pony." Delusional pony tears. What's new? Hey, man. Let me address 1 trillion, because I know 1 trillion. He wants the the attention right now. What PlayStation guy is got delusional tears? This whole generation, PlayStation fanboys, I'm talking about fanboys, have the right to be cocky. What are we crying about? You know what I'm saying? What are we crying about here? You know what I mean? I was about to address this guy, but I'm going to chill. Let me get back to this article that The Verge was talking about. For his own PS Now service, allowing customers to stream PS2, PS3, PS4 titles, the PC or PS4 consoles. Microsoft is planning to let a variety of devices, including mobile phones, access to his own streaming, to his own service once it's available. So, like I said, initially PS Now was like that, where it was more tied to like Sony devices and stuff like that. Well, Microsoft, they talking about allowing it to any device. They want to be on all devices. So this is the thing about streaming games. I'm all for streaming games to a limit, right? I have my limit when it comes to streaming a game. I think it's cool. I think it can be convenient in certain aspects, but overall, regardless of how Microsoft is doing and they're trying to lower latency and all that crap, streaming the game would never have the same graphical quality, you know what I mean, as far as a game running locally on a platform or on a console or device. So, I mean, how does that gonna, translate to Xbox games running on mobile devices and stuff like that? Like, how is the quality of the game? You know what I mean? Like, are they developing these games like with a full quality, like a Horizon Zero Dawn type quality, and it's going to be, because if you stream it, the quality is going to diminish a little bit. It's going to dwindle. You know what I mean? It's not going to have the same type of quality that it will have locally. So that's my limit when it comes to streaming the game. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I like graphics. You know what I mean? All that stuff. I'm with that. Resolution and stuff like that. Obviously that's going to get better. You know what I mean? It's going to be 4K streaming soon, and you probably 4K streaming now. You know what I mean? But when it comes to the streaming in general, quality is always going to be questioned because you're streaming, it's not running locally. Yeah, I wonder if these stock accounts are actually people. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. These stock accounts. I'm gonna let him rock right here. I'm gonna let him rock, man. He's definitely. What he said, Horizon Zero Dawn coming to. Yeah, all right, man. I'm gonna let him rock, man. I'm gonna let him rock. If he say something, he's keeping it gaming. You know what I mean? If he says something outside of gaming or being disrespectful, then I will send him to the shadow realm. But yeah, I feel like Xbox Scarlett, when it comes to people, like I'm gonna be listening to people very carefully when it comes to this product. You know what I mean? Because I know there's gonna be a lot of hypocrites. There's gonna be a lot of hypocrites coming out when it comes to this damn product. We see already, and like I said, when I'm addressing Erica's stream on the Twitter, when I made the tweet, I'm not out there trying to disrespect anybody. You know what I mean? I see people responding, calling her an idiot and calling her stupid and all that stuff. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody out here. I'm just addressing something that she said, and that was that. You know what I mean? And here I'm talking about it now on the thing. You know what I mean? And for those people, I didn't remember, or I didn't even know her Twitter handle at the time when I was doing a tweet. Like I was trying to type in Erica Cuts with a win and all that shit, and it wasn't popping up. Her name wasn't popping up at far. When you just type in people's name and it will auto populate for you when you add somebody. Nothing was populating there, so I just put the name. So that's the reason why it wasn't added, because I'm pretty known to be very direct when I'm addressing somebody. I'm not hiding behind shit. You know what I mean? For those people that's thinking that. I see somebody was like, "Hey man, you didn't at Erica." What's it? Ashton Luca, and I think it was comments like, "Hey, you didn't at Erica." I'm like, "Yo, I didn't remember." If I knew the Twitter handle, please believe it would be at. Which person, if I ever addressed here on Twitter or YouTube, have I never added or said their name? I'm not that person to be like talking behind somebody behind their back and not say their name. You know what I mean? I would say the name right there in the stream. I would say the name right there on Twitter. You know what I mean? So I don't get where people is trying to come like, "Hey, you didn't at Erica." But at the end of the day, I'm not trying to disrespect Erica. I think Erica's cool people. I have no issues with Erica, but that stream, I was just like, hell up. Let's slow it down a little bit. There, Erica, cut for the win. Let's think about the things that you're saying here. That's why I'm like, I was like, yo, am I in the Twilight Zone listening to this shit? I'm like, what the hell's going on here? Like, like PS Now didn't exist. I'm like, what the hell is going on? like we don't have a streaming device right now. We have a PS4, we have a PS4 Pro, and PCs. That's why I'm questioning, like, yo, how is it good? Microsoft coming up with two separate consoles. Let's have it on one console. You know what I mean? What do you need two consoles for? Unless it's like a more of like a mobile device. You know what I mean? I agree with her on that aspect when she's talking about if it's like a Switch kind of device. I can see that a little bit. You know what I mean? For those people that are traveling and doing that. You know what I mean? But as far as like a console, like, that shit don't make no sense. Yeah, T-Man, that's yo. I know why people were saying what they were saying when it was at me. It was like, why you didn't add Erica? I add her for you. They was thinking like I'm scared to add her. I just didn't know her Twitter handle. You know what I mean? Like I said, when I was making the tweet, I was trying to add her. You know what I mean? But when I was typing in Erica Cuts to the Win, it wasn't populating to her actual Twitter handle. You know what I mean? I wasn't gonna exit out in the mobile phone, then try to find her tweet, then remember everything I was trying to tweet. I was trying to say my shit in one thought, then boom. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Yo, Michigan Warrior, yo, you wilding out, bro. Nah, I'm not wilding out, man. I'm just saying, like, yo, listen, you can't speak about the Xbox Scarlett without talking about PS Now. You know what I mean? Like, speaking about Xbox Scarlett like they're leading the charge, I think that's crazy. You know what I mean? I just feel like you can't talk about streaming gaming. You know, that's like when PS Now first came out. You know, people was talking about on live and all that stuff. You know, Gaikai before, you know, Gaikai, you know, PS Now was obviously, you know, the same people that created Gaikai. I think PlayStation even bought on live too. I think they did that too as well. You know what I mean? I think they did. When it comes to streamers, I think they did buy on live. Let me look that up real quick. I think they did buy on live. Hold on. On live. So I think I put online on live. Yeah, they did. Sony buys streaming game service on live only to shut it down. Yeah, they bought it in 2015 and they shut that shit down. You know what I mean? Where as far as they probably merged it with PS Now stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, they did buy on live. You know what I mean? Hold on, my Twitter is going off. You tell them, Bari, get them. Hey yo, Erica, yo, chill, Erica, man. You know what I mean? Nah, like I said, I don't have no ill will towards Erica, man. I just had to address that. I just had to address, you know, what she was saying in there as far as Scarlett. If you think it's good for gaming, Scarlett, cool, I'm with it. But you can't, like I said, you can't speak about Scarlett without speaking about PS Now. I just think that's crazy. I just think that's crazy. Microsoft, I don't think Microsoft is leading any charge when it comes to cloud gaming. Nothing. No charge at all. You know what I mean? But let's move it along here. Let's move it along. Ban incoming. What is dude said? You had a lot to say about Zaire, but when your BFF, what? Yeah, this nigga getting banned. Yeah, he getting banned, bruh. He getting banned. Yo, what's up with people bringing up Zaire whenever there's drama? Yeah, like, listen, people bringing up Zaire. I never spoke about Zaire in any manner, in any situation Zaire I've ever went through between anybody. I have never brought up Zaire in any of those situations. I don't know what that dude talking about. You know what I mean? The video leading the charge when it comes to cloud gaming. Yeah, I think they did have the gaming shield and all that stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Yo, Alex, what's good, man? What is good? But yo, moving along, man. Moving along. Xbox Scarlett. Like I said, it's still yet to be proven what Microsoft is doing. I'm doubtful when it comes to Xbox Scarlett and anything Microsoft is doing in the cloud, just due to the simple fact of Crackdown 3, something that was promised in 2014 as far as delivering a cloud-based gaming, as far as like in, you know, the online component of the game, you know, full destruction in the cloud, and that game is still yet to be shown. You know what I mean? The online component for that game is still yet to be shown. Every time they have shown Crackdown 3, E3 trailers, you know, demos at Comic-Con have always been the single player component. But the actual seller for the game, the online portion of it, have yet to be shown. Now, I'm not talking about no trash ass demo when they're like, look, we can destroy this, and I'm not talking about. I'm trying to see a full session of an online session for that game, Crackdown 3. But everybody want to talk about Xbox Scarlett and cloud gaming for Xbox, talking about they're gonna limit latency. Sit down, please. Moving along. Moving along. Hey yo, this topic has been coming up as well. I've seen this on many accounts. Um, and shout out to my man Kid Smooth. Shout out to my man Kid Motherfucking Smooth. Come on, let me get this real quick. Shout out to my man Kid Smooth. Kid Smooth, the best spot. My man Kid Smooth was like, yo, gaming in 2018 has been a little dry. I'm like, yo, how is anybody in their right mind, anybody, doesn't have to be Kid Smooth, it could be anybody that is in the same vein, thinking the same way as Kid Smooth, talking about, 2018 has been dry. Like, what have you been playing in 2018 to say that it's been dry? You know what I mean? How is 2018 dry? 2018 reminds me, so far this beginning, the first half of 2018 reminded me of like this, the first half of 2017. The joint was lit. It was lit. And I'm questioning how people is saying 2018 is dry. Then I'm limiting, I'm thinking, I'm like, yo, it's most likely these guys are mostly Xbox gamers. You know what I mean? They have a preference of Xbox, saying 2018 has been dry. If you look at it, if you look at anybody that been saying 2018 has been dry for gaming, they most likely prefer Xbox. You know what I mean? Or they might be one of them PC neutrals. You know what I mean? You understand the contradiction that a PC neutral, their preference is PC, but they say they're neutral. You know what I mean? Exactly, T-Man. The statement makes no damn sense. Crap Gamer, what Crap was saying that Microsoft is no competition for Sony. You know what I mean? Enko, 2 billion players can't wait to play State of Decay. State if the dog shit too. Oh, State of Decay too. Dry for me as well, but due to my mindset, I think exactly that's Silver Sky hit it right in the nose once again. Silver Sky, I'm pretty sure you. I'm not saying I'm saying you're limited. Yeah, you're limited as far as what you will play it for a video game, right? You know what I mean? Most likely, people that are saying that a gaming year is dry is people that is centered around a specific type of genre of gaming. You know what I mean? If you play like first person shooters, what first person shooter has came out in 2018 so far? You know what I mean? Like you're gonna be like, oh shit, it's kind of dry. That's most likely the fall season. You know what I mean? People gotta stop saying these generic statements like, yo, the whole year is dry. Like, yo, be more specific as far as the reason of why it's dry. You have a limited genre that you play for video games. You know what I mean? Because 2018, look how much fighters have. If you play fighters, look how many fighters have came out in 2018. You know what I mean? 2018. Look how many RPGs have came out in 2018. Look at the indie side of things that came out for 2018. Then you had the God of War. Then you had the Detroit Become Humans. You know what I mean? The Shadow of Colossus. You know what I mean? Yakuza. I don't understand how people saying it's dry. How is it dry? You know what I mean? You have your story-based joint with the council. If people like those interactive games, the council have came out. You know what I mean? That story-driven game. VR games is coming out. You have your sports titles that's coming out. How is 2018 dry? You know what I mean? Monster World Hunters? How is 2018 dry? People, I don't know. How? I'm still Xbox can't spell an RPG. You know what I mean? Everybody's on this Yakuza needs to come to Xbox, but it's saying 2018 is dry. And they have the console that Yakuza is on. You get what I'm saying? All these new experiences on the Xbox, Nier Automata. They was like, oh my god, Nier Automata, JRPG. Phil Spencer, thank you for bringing JRPGs to Xbox. But yet they're saying 2018 is dry. Didn't Crash Bandicoot just drop on Xbox and the Switch? How is 2018 dry? You know what I mean? If you didn't play Crash Bandicoot yet, or if you didn't play it on the PS4 and you playing on Xbox and Switch, that's a new experience for you. How is it dry? Xbox game with an Xbox game. We play RPGs too. We play RPGs too. Shining Resonance Reframe. It just came out. How is 2018 dry? Yo, we gotta cut it out, man. We gotta cut it out. Dragon Crown. The Pro Edition came out. How was 2018 dry? You know what I mean? I don't get it. I don't get it. There's people that got PSVRs sitting down on their entertainment center. You got games like Moss, The Impatient, Bravo Team, all those games that's out right now, but you won't even buy it, and you have the nerve, the audacity to say 2018 is dry. Shout out to my man, Case Smooth. Yo, my man K Smooth got a PSVR, he got PS4, he got an Xbox. I don't know if he have a Switch anymore. He got PC, but he has the audacity to say 2018 is dry. We gotta listen, man. We gotta cut it out now, people. God of War, listen. God of War. How is 2018 dry? We gotta cut it out here, people. We gotta stop. We gotta stop with these generic, generalized statements that we always put towards gaming. You know what I mean? We gotta stop it. We gotta stop it. I see it many times, many times. You know what I mean? Where this year of gaming is dry because your preferred platform of choice ain't got shit to play. Or the games that you have on your preferred platform of choice, you don't want to play them. But you have the other platform that have multiple games as well. There's people out here campaigning. They are campaigning for Yakuza, and they have PS4s, but yet they're saying 2018 is dry. There's 3 Yakuza games right now you can play on your PS4, but you're saying 2018 is dry, with the 4th one coming out in a matter of weeks, or in like a week. But you're saying 2018 is dry. What are we doing here, man? What are we doing here, man? You know what I mean? What are we doing here, people? This is getting crazy, man. I'm seeing it all over Twitter, man. I'm seeing videos being made on. I'm like, what? I'm listening, like, what? How is it dry? Like, what? You know, and the thing about it, when they're saying it's dry, they're not going into details. They're not going to specifics. They're just saying, well, you know, it's just a dry year. I guess we're gonna have to wait till Spider-Man. Spider-Man is one game is gonna change your stance from a year being dry, if that's your real stance. You know what I mean? They still haven't played Nier on Xbox. Exactly. Fist of the North Star is coming out soon. Exactly, RD. Exactly. You know what I mean? The Switch got nothing but ports, but you telling me that 2018 is dry. Yo, the Switch just dropped a hell of a game too, Octopath Traveler, but 2018 is dry. Yo, no, you know the funny thing about that? Yo, people been hyping up Octopath Traveler for months upon months. The game has come out. I only know 2 people really talking about that game. I'm talking about the Nintendo fans. And, you know, we got my man Persona. My man Persona is going hard at that game. And my man Frozen Magma. Two people really going hard, like showing that game like in detail and talking about their classes, that their job systems and all that. You know what I mean? Two people. Out of all the new Nintendo fans, only two people really going hard for that game. You know, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? We want to bring old school JRPGs, but they didn't buy Lost Sphere. Excuse my lisp. It be like, yo, Octopath Traveler is bringing back old school gaming. It's bringing back old school RPGs. Yet Lost Sphere is on the Switch and PS4, and they totally ignore that game. It's getting crazy out here in this gaming community, people. It is getting crazy. Crazy. I just can't stand these gamers. Xbox, yeah. I'm telling you, it's mostly the Xbox guys. It's mostly them. It's mostly them. You know what I mean? This game is the spiritual successor of Chrono Trigger, right? One of the pinnacle JRPG games you could think about when it comes to the prime of JRPGs. And they totally ignore that game, but want to bring up Octopath Traveler for the definitive de facto game of old school JRPGs. And they ignored Crash. They were like, yo, man, we need to bring it back to the old school days. Yo, Crash Bandicoot, the control sucks. Hey, you guys want old school gaming back, but you don't want the old school controls back. Yeah, you know what I mean? you guys want old school gaming back, but you don't want the old school grinding back. You know what I mean? Well, you got a level. I've seen people like, yo, man, Octopath Traveler, like, the first chapter, the limit is like, level 15, but second chapter is like level 27. That's crazy. No shit, Sherlock. That's how we did it back in the day. You had to grind your way up to the next boss. I'm like, I'm listening. I'm like, is that new to you? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? You know how you just lean over a little bit. You're like, is that like a new concept for you? One chapter is like, level 15. The next chapter, you got to grind up to like level 27. Is that something new to you? But you want old school gaming back? This shit is crazy out here, man. This gaming is dry. They want old school gaming back, but they don't want it. They don't want the old school mechanics. They just want the game look. They want the game look like an old school game, but they don't want to make it play like an old school game. You know what I mean? Like, it's pixelated. Old school JRPGs are back. Oh, what? We got level 40 something for chapter 3, bruh. I'm at level 27 right now. It's crazy out here in these gaming streets, people. It is crazy. It is crazy, man. Like, if you guys just listen, sit back and listen to what these people are saying sometimes. You would have a ball. You would just laugh it up. Like I'm laughing. I be chuckling. I be chuckling out here. I'm not even laughing. I be chuckling. You know? I'm like, man, this enough is enough. Enough is enough. Stop it. Enough is enough. It's okay. It's okay that you didn't play these games back in the day. It's okay to play the other console, your secondary console, to get your gaming needs. It's okay. Stop it. Enough is enough. When I'm done with the PS4 games that I'm going to be playing, I'm going to shoot right over to Octopath. I'm in no rush to start Octopath because, I got enough stuff that I want to tackle. Right? I just created a new goal for me. It's basically to like get around 40-something% of Kingdom Hearts 2. Once I get around 40-something% of the game, you know what I mean? Then I'm going to continue back to, Shining Resonance. Once I complete Shining Resonance, then I'm going right to Octopath. You know what I mean? It's okay to go to your secondary console to get some of your gaming needs. You don't have to be on, unless it's a PS4, okay? Unless it's a PS4. You don't have to be gaming or forcing yourself to be gaming on a console that don't have shit for you to play at this moment. Oh, man. Yo, Unicorn, what's good? Streaming games equal always online. Yeah? Yeah? They don't like them DRMs. Yo, so many great games out, man. Lots of hidden gems, but people don't want to game. They need to keep it real, for once. Yeah, they do. They do. You know what I mean? There's a lot of games out here. A lot of games out here where people, if they just diverse themselves or just put out themselves, everybody always saying, "Man, I'm a gamer. I'm a gamer." You know what I mean? Yo, people call me a fanboy. They call me everything. Every time when I have like a thought, or if I have a disagreement with somebody, you know what I mean? If I think differently of, somebody's thoughts pattern, they always hit me with like, "Yo, you're just a PlayStation fanboy." You see, I'm a gamer that plays on everything. I'm a true gamer. They always hit me with that. You know what I mean? I always say like, "Yo, if you're a true gamer, then play the damn games." You know what I mean? If you are a true gamer, there's no way that gaming is dry in 2018. That's the excuse they always hit me with. Every time I have a disagreement with a gaming topic or a video game, on Twitter I see all the time like, "Well, the only reason why you're saying is because you're just a PlayStation fanboy." See me, I'm a true gamer. I play on everything. Like, I don't play on everything. You know what I mean? And then when I tell them that, like, "Yo, I have a Switch, I have a 3DS, I have a PlayStation 4, I have a PC. I mean, I pretty much have everything you have." They're like, "Well, you're just a PlayStation fanboy." I'm like, "What's the difference between me and you? I can game with everything as well as you. I'm not complaining about gaming is dry." As many times when I had an Xbox and I was like, "Yo, Xbox have no games." I'm not saying the whole year is dry. I'm just specifically saying, okay, the reason why I bought an Xbox is for the exclusives. Right now, they don't have no exclusives I want to play. They ain't got no games. There was a legit like 8-month hiatus where Xbox didn't even have an exclusive, like a major exclusive to buy for that console. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Yeah, let me chill, man. Let me chill. I'm a hardcore mature gamer. Yeah. I'm a hardcore mature gamer. every time, and I'm like, let's use your excuse of you're a true gamer and apply it to 2018 then. Stop going out here saying that, the gaming year is dry and this and that. If you're a true gamer, how is it dry? How? How is 2018 dry? Look how many games there are. Look how many games you can play in 2018. You have a lot of choices. Well, right now, JayBari, I don't have the money to buy all those games. Well, all right, then say that. Don't say the whole year is dry. Don't be campaigning for games. You have the platform that the games are on, and you're saying the games is dry. The year is dry. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You have a device, you have an accessory, you have a peripheral, and you're not using it. When you have games on a weekly basis that's coming out for this peripheral, and you're not playing anything on it, but have the nerve to say gaming in 2018 is dry. It's ridiculous. Backlogs. The funny thing about it, unicorns, I'm not even going to bring up backlogs because, backlogs is always going to be, backlogs is always going to be there. But there's so many new games being offered in 2018. I don't know how can anybody say that this year has been dry. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't get it. You know what I mean? And it's not like these games are just like, 6 hours. Most of these games that have been coming out in 2018, these jumps are like 30 plus hours. You know what I mean? In average. I'm not talking about just the specific RPGs, but like look at God of War. God of War wasn't no short ass game. You know what I mean? Yo, God of War, people been playing that game for like, 40 plus hours. You know what I mean? Before they beat it. And if you want to go for the platinum, you're going to spend more hours doing that. Leveling up, trying to beat these Valkyries. You know what I mean? Detroit is another game that I ain't even complete yet, but I know for sure I put about like 6 hours in Detroit already. You know what I mean? Lost Spear, I put about 120 hours in that game. Ni no Kuni 2, I put about 100 hours in that game. Shining Resonance Reframe, I put about 25 hours in that game. I'm playing Kingdom Hearts again because, I got that Kingdom Hearts itch. Shout out to my man Jack Moore. I'm playing Kingdom Hearts 2 again. And I'm like, yo, Kingdom Hearts 2, I already got like about 60-something hours in that game because I'm doing level grinding right now. The old school way. I know there's a cheap way you can do it in the land that never was. You know what I mean? But when I get to like around level 80, level 85, I would do that cheaper way to level up. But right now I'm just grinding through stuff. You know what I mean? Going through the other levels, collecting all the puzzle pieces and doing the what you call it, the mini games and stuff like that. You know what I mean? 60-something hours in that game already. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Dragon's Crown, playing that game again. I got about 5 hours in that game right there. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm not even talking about the fighters. It's called Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. I know I got about good 70 hours in that game already. I play that game on a constant. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Dissidia, I got about, especially when Dissidia first came out. When Dissidia first came out, I know I got about 30 hours in that game already. That first month, like 30 hours. Now, I play it here and there, because they just added 2 new characters in the game. But even that game, I got mad hours in. You know what I mean? Fighters, I don't have that much hours in Dragon Ball Fighters. But, I can always go back to that. You know what I mean? And these are games that came out in 2018. I'm not even talking about the games that came out in the previous years and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yo, gaming been dry, depends on the person, but objectively speaking, it hasn't been dry this year. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it always gonna depend on the person. I agree with that because if you're a person that only play a specific type of games, it might be dry for you. But that's the thing, that people are not being specific. They're just generalizing the whole year into them, or the type of games that they're playing. Where they will say a whole statement like 2018 is dry, when knowing they can just be like, yo, 2018 for me have been dry because, I play first person shooters only or something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, no problem, unicorns, no problem, man. You know what I mean? That's my point. Yo, there's mad indies. Yo, Yakuza, I got like 12 hours in Yakuza. You know what I mean? I feel like Yakuza is going pretty fast for me. But I stopped playing it because I wanted to play some of these RPGs. But I know I'll get back to that. You know what I mean? What else? Moss is another game that came out in 2018. Yo, this is probably like my favorite VR experience game. Like, this is a full-fledged game in VR, and this game is amazing. A lot of people have bought VR, but they haven't bought Moss. But 2018 is dry. You know what I mean? Last year was crazy. On one point, Sony dropped like 4 exclusives in one day. Yeah. Oh yeah. Secret of Mana remake. Exactly. That's another one. Yeah, Secret of Mana. I played it. But I stopped that as well. Yo, Secret of Mana. Like, what games? This is my thing. Is especially like, there's games that I played in the past. And if I played in the past, and I played it a lot of times in the past, like, I will start it, but I will stop it because I know I will come back to it one day, and I can just easily just run through it. You know what I mean? Like Shadow of the Colossus, I did that with that. I did that with Secret of Mana. You know what I mean? Because I know, like, there's gonna be that time when I'm gonna play that game again, I'm gonna just boom shoot right through it because I played it before in the past. You know what I mean? And I always, the newer games is always going to take precedence over those games that I've already played already. You know what I mean? That's why I stopped those games. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just don't know how. Yeah, but Wolflow, that's another one. That's another one right there. Old school gaming. Old school gaming. They got the remake to Secret of Mana, one of the first action RPG games that I can remember back in the day. But yet, you know what I mean? They don't want to buy it. They don't want to buy it. All the people that was like, yo, Square Enix, thank you for Octopath Traveler for bringing back old school gaming, but they didn't buy Lost Spear or Secret of Mana remake. This is getting crazy out here, man. It is getting crazy out here, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? On the Night in Birth, another one put mad hours into playing. You know what I mean? Like, yo, there's just too much stuff, man. Like, yo, you know what I mean? If I was to go out and be like, yo, JayBari, I'm a real gamer. I play games out here. Somebody would quickly be like, you're a Sony fanboy. What are you talking about? You play real? What are you talking about? You play games? You know what I mean? But I'm not the one saying that gaming is dry. Shit is wild, man. Shit is wild out here, man. We gotta cut it out. We gotta cut it out. Stop it. Be specific. Don't forget I Am Setsuna. Exactly. I Am Setsuna. Listen, I Am Setsuna is on the Switch right now. How many people have bought that in this community? How many people have bought that game in this community? But they are praising. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be praising Octopath, because Octopath looks like a game that I know when I start that game, I'm going in head first. I'm diving in. You know what I mean? But I just don't understand how, especially people on the Switch, can be praising stuff like Octopath, but not praise stuff like Lost Spear or like games like I Am Setsuna. You know what I mean? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm seeing people go out their way to get Octopath. To be like, yeah, man, time to dive back into the past. But I'm like, huh? You got other two games you can buy here as well if you're trying to dive back into the past. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm confused. You know? But I'm not bashing Octopath at all. I'm not bashing that at all. I'm actually been praising that game. You know what I mean? I definitely like what I'm seeing, and I can't wait to start playing it, honestly. But I just know when I start it, I'm going to neglect what I'm doing here on my PlayStation, my premier platform of choice. But you're the fanboy. You're the fanboy. But yo, man, JayBari Show. Just my 2 cents. Episode 25. Yo, Chuck, what's good, man? Sorry I haven't been, doing podcasts for a little bit, for a while, but I just did it. I wasn't in the mood to do it. You know what I mean? But shout out to Erica Cuts for the win. And shout out to what's my man? I forgot my man. He an Xbox dude. I gotta pull up his notification 1 second. He an Xbox dude. My man, what's his name? Keytron Clark. Shout out to him as well, man. Giving me that inspiration, like, yo, Bari, you ain't do this show in a minute, man. Let's get on it. Let's get on it. You know what I mean? I understand your stance, the gaming community right now, but this, I like to talk sometimes. I like to display my lisp out there in the YouTube streets, because you're not going to get any lisp better than this on YouTube. And sometimes it must be heard. You know what I mean? It must be heard. But yeah, man, definitely appreciate. Damn, that Erica, I missed most of the show arguing with her. Nah, no, listen. Like I said, I'm not trying to argue with Erica or disrespect Erica. There's no disrespect or ill will with what I'm saying towards Erica. I'm just addressing what she's saying. I'm not trying to call her an idiot and none of that stuff. I see you going hard in the paint, Carlton, but we gotta be respectful. We can have constructive criticism, at times, where we don't have to, name call or go out our way to disrespect somebody. You know what I mean? I just felt like it was a little crazy what she said, but I'm just going to talk about what she said. You know what I mean? That's what I guess YouTube. That's what we do out here. Somebody say something, you address it a little bit, but I'm not saying that everything she said is wrong, but I'm just saying like, yo, you were completely blindsided with what PlayStation is doing, where you're saying that Xbox is leading the charge with this cloud gaming shit. You're not doing anything different. Cloud gaming is cloud gaming. I'm seeing people create excuses for PS Now, saying that it's dependent on your internet, and my man is saying what Microsoft is doing, that they're gonna limit that. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I don't get it. Like, yo, it's cloud gaming. It's cloud streaming. You know what I mean? It's always going to depend on your internet. You know what I mean? If you have bad internet, you can't be praising, Xbox and then bashing PS Now because bad internet. My thing about when it comes to the cloud gaming aspect, the streaming the games, is that it's people are speaking from it with mostly from ignorance. You know what I mean? Where they're not experiencing the thing. They're speaking their opinion on it. Where you can just easily go for a 7-day trial on PS Now and try your experience. I find it hard to believe that gamers that go out, as hardcore gamers, we go out our way to have good internet, right? Where most of us, and I'm not saying most of us, but some of us, we go out our way to have like 100 plus down. Some of us got 200 now. Some of us had 300 now. I find it hard to believe that you have a bad experience with PS Now with that much download speed for your internet. You know what I mean? But yet there's people that would with that much bandwidth for their internet still bashing PS Now. You know what I mean? It don't add up. It don't add up. Like right now, my internet speed is like 150 down. My internet speed is lower than most of these hardcore gamers out there that that's bashing PS Now. You know what I mean? My experience with PS Now has been great. I've used it for 4 years. Like I said, my worst experience with PS Now has been with a PS3 when it was in the beta. But when it came to PS4, I've had a pretty much a good experience with PS Now, where I'm not seeing lag, I'm not seeing that much latency as far as like noticing it like that. Some games you do notice it, but majority of the games, like, yo, my playthrough have been pretty good with it. You know what I mean? And I don't know how people with higher internet speed is complaining about PS Now latency and pixelated games, and I'm like, yo, what is going on here? But yet you are hyped for Xbox Scarlett and what Microsoft is doing. That right there, it doesn't add up to me. You know what I mean? That to me that looks a little bit hypocritical in my opinion. You know what I mean? Yo, I had to defend you. She called you some random dude guy. Hey, yo, listen. I can be the random guy. It doesn't matter to me, man. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me. Hey, I'll be a random dude. It's cool. I don't have no disrespect towards nobody. Yo, I got what's that? 10 and $30 a month. Yo, even with that, 10 megabits per second down, megabytes per second down, you will be good with PS Now. I'm not saying you have the greatest experience, but the minimum requirement for PS Now is 5 megabits down. You know what I mean? So 10, you know what I mean? You met the requirement. You know what I mean? But I just don't get how you can praise this aspect for pushing gaming forward when the cloud streaming aspect for gaming have been pushed forward since 2014. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Especially back in those days, like 2014, 2015, 2016, that's when PS Now was basically on so many devices. You know what I mean? Remember we was having arguments as far as if it's a game is exclusive on for PlayStation because you can play PS Now on PC and you can play PS Now on your TV and all that stuff. You remember that? But yet people are praising Microsoft for basically trying to do the same thing PlayStation has been doing since 2014. How? How can you praise Microsoft now but haven't been praising PlayStation then? Your stance for PlayStation was bad because cloud streaming was a bad thing, and gaming, you don't want gaming to go this way, right? You don't want gaming to go down this avenue of cloud streaming. Remember people were fearing you remember people were fearing the next PlayStation that it could be just a streaming console only? The leaks came out from Microsoft that Scarlett is a streaming console only, and they're praising it. This shit is crazy out here, people. That's where I was like going bonkers. I'm like, what? But I'm not being disrespectful, you know what I mean, towards anything she was saying. I just had a difference of opinion. You know what I mean? Her opinion's her opinion. You know what I mean? But I'm just going crazy. Even with Zaire, I watched Zaire thing about the leak of it, and he was like, well, if Microsoft can deliver on this, and Microsoft can deliver. I'm like, brother man, you was bashing PS Now for 4 years. That you don't want to see this, and you PlayStation, the PS Now sucks, and you don't want this happening to gaming. But here you are praising Scarlett, and if Microsoft can deliver on this is a good thing. This is a good. I'm like, what is going on here? That's why I say, I'm in the twilight zone because, it's like, people are like Two-Face, like, Two-Face, he flipping the coin. Which side I'm going to land on this time? You know what I mean? That's how I feel. That's how I feel like it is with the gaming community. Which side am I going to land on this time? I'm going to land on the side with the scratches, or I'm going to land on just the face. You know what I mean? I never insulted her. Nah, I'm talking. I seen people calling her, stupid and idiot. I'm not with all that. You know what I mean? I just have a difference of opinion. You know what I mean? I'm not with all the, this person is dumb, and all that shit. Because at the end of the day, I don't think she's dumb. You know what I mean? I do watch her channel and stuff like that. People still haven't learned their lesson with Microsoft. They keep the faith in a company that has failed multiple. T-Man, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, people are so positive when it comes to this Scarlett, right? But yet they have a game where the online component of the game is supposed to be delivering in the cloud, right? It's supposed to be ran in the cloud where you can have the full destruction. Yet that has not been delivered. You know what I mean? That has not been delivered. That been delayed. Yeah, how could you be so adamant to be like, so positive with a console that is just all streaming when Microsoft themselves is not delivering on a lot of this shit that they've been promising when it comes to the cloud aspect of things. You know what I mean? These are the same people that say, Microsoft is going to be doing dedicated servers on all their games. Which games? Which games? You know what I mean? Like, this joint is wild, man. This joint is wild out here, B. You know what I mean? But anyways, I'm about to get up out of here. I see a whole bunch of, notifications on Twitter. About to check those out. But definitely holler at you guys next week. I'm pretty sure if Sick Humor is going to have his PS Plus podcast on Sunday, I'll definitely make my way there if I'm not if I'm sober. On Saturday is my birthday, and if I wake up, I'll definitely be there. You know what I mean? For that podcast. But definitely appreciate you guys coming through, man. Rocking with your boy. I would try to put the timestamps in here as far as for each topic in the comment section. But definitely appreciate it, man. It definitely, it definitely felt good seeing you guys come through. Me coming back with the JayBari Show. podcast, man. It's most likely for me. We went around on Twitter. Okay, yeah, I'm about to check him out. It's okay. Stop it. Enough is enough. But yeah, man, it's your boy JayBari, and I'm gone. Oh, yo, why was I thinking that this weekend is my birthday? Matter of fact, it is. This weekend is my birthday. I'm wildin'. I'm thinking today is like Thursday, bruh. Yo, damn, I'm getting old. But anyways, I'm gone. Deuces.